Hello, welcome back to the Amber Wave Show, where this week we look back at this past week's action as Yarmouth travelled to Needham Market in the latest fixture of the Thurlow Nunn Premiership campaign.
Yeah, but before we get into that, we want to quickly talk about a charity event that myself, Stephen, and some other members of the Amber Wave are completing in February.
Yeah, so some of you may know that myself, James, we're captains of the new darts team based here in Norwich. Our home games will be being played at the lovely Gibraltar Gardens. Me, James, and other members of the Amber Wave will be completing in a dartathon challenge in aid of Macmillan Cancer Support.
The Macmillan Dartathon is a 12-hour solid non-stop darts where we will be playing constantly throughout that time to raise money for the amazing Macmillan charity. We will be completing this challenge along with the other members of the Amber Wave on Thursday, the 20th of February from 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. at the Gibraltar Gardens here in Norwich.
Yeah, it's an amazing charity doing amazing work for people affected by cancer. And if you would like to donate to us, we have attached a link to the official Macmillan donation site where we aim to hit £500. And we're already £300 plus there. But now on to this past week's action, which I was not there for. So, James, what happened?
Well, the game kicked off and fairly quickly within the first 5 minutes. Great Yarmouth fell behind. We would tell you about the goal, but unfortunately everyone, we all missed it. Even Game Day, who was recording, so we don't even have the video to show. Soon after that goal, the Bloaters had a great opportunity to equalise in the game from a free kick on the right-hand side of the pitch in a dangerous position. The ball was whipped in to find Charlie Barber, and with a great overhead kick, forced the keeper into a save to tip it over the crossbar and to keep the score at 1-0. But yeah, we continued with the pressure with a corner and a great bit of play to send Cousins through on goal. With a pass across to Jesse Fenn to put the ball into the net, but was judged to be offside. Very tight call, but definitely looked onside. Yarmouth then survived a scare with Lynn coming out of his goal, needing to just place the ball in the net, but couldn't do so, and went wide, thankfully. But yeah, throughout the half, we did make some good build-up play, but lacked that cutting edge in front of goal, and we were soon to pay for the missed chances, as Downham had a great bit of build-up play and rifled the ball into the top right corner, which the goal was unfortunately missed again by Game Day, so no highlights of that goal. The chances were falling majority to the home side for the rest of the half, but chances would not go in for the Bloaters. Half-time, 2-0
Needham Market.
The most gobsmacking moment we saw was actually Taylor's Burger, where he managed to get 4 patties plus bacon plus an egg for just £12. It was a bit of a monstrosity.
Yeah, I saw the picture.
Downham, for the second half, really shored up their defence and make it really difficult for Yarmouth to break down, but there was a serious lack of action for both teams in the second half, and the game ended Downham 2, Great Yarmouth 0. Yeah, I think we started off the game well, but then obviously the first goal came in. I think we still tried getting back into the game, but then as soon as the second goal hit, we just lacked that desire to go and try and get a goal back and stuff. But yeah, fair play to Downham. They were very strong defensively, pretty much denying us at every opportunity. But yeah, it probably definitely a deserved win for Downham, but a tough one to take for the Bloaters. But we'll just have to move on to the next game.
Yeah, so overall, Yarmouth fall to another defeat. However, it is football. Yep. We've just come up from the league below, and to be mid-table, I feel the players, managers and fans should be proud of it. Yep. But now we look forward to the next game, where Great Yarmouth travel to Cornard.
Yes, Yarmouth will make the 142-mile round trip to face a Cornard team who have just leapfrogged us in the league. Cornard are currently sitting in 10th place, where we were sitting for weeks upon weeks, playing 23 games, which is just one more than Yarmouth, with 11 wins, 5 draws and 7 losses. So a pretty decent record for a team that's also come up with us. They sit on 38 points with a goal difference of +1. Their last 5 results have been sensational and have really kicked on in the league, with 5 wins on the bounce, scoring 15 goals or only conceding 6. In fact, you'll have to go all the way back to Hadley away for their last defeat in the Challenge Cup, which was back on the 22nd of October, and their last league defeat was a 4-1 loss on the 8th of November So they will be really hard side to break down, especially with them being at home.
Yeah, so while the Bloaters have struggled of late with dipping to 11th, we are 22 games played so far in the league with 9 wins, 6 draws and 7 losses, sitting on 33 points with a positive 10 goal difference. Yarmouth's form hasn't been perfect of late. We've won 1, drawn 3 and lost 1. We've scored 6 goals in that time and have conceded 3, so not scoring massively, but also not conceding too many either. Although Cornard came up with us from last season, them obviously being in the Thurlow Nunn Division 1 North. Also, we did play them last season, and in fact, we took all 6 points home last season with a 3-1 win at home and a 2-1 win away. But we can't look too deeply into that, as it is a new season, new players and new division. What do you think about it?
I think, it's a long trip, so it'll definitely be a tough game. They're on great form. To be fair to them, you've got to give them credit. A side that's come up with us. They struggled, I think, a bit at the start of the season, but they've really pushed on as they've got used to the league. They're on good form, so it'll be a very tough game, as of like any other game would be. They'll be more than up for it, especially with 5 wins on the bounce.
Yeah, and not losing in the league since early October as well. That was almost very similar to our form last season, where we lost Harwich away.
We lost a few at the season, and we went on a really long run. Yeah, and then our loss after that was Holbeach away.
Yeah, so we lost on September 30th. Yeah, because it was my birthday.
That was the last loss up until Holbeach, which was like,
I
can't remember when that was, but that was definitely in 2024.
Yeah,
at some point in 2024.
Yeah, but yeah. Other than that, now we said at the start of the video about the charity event happening on the 20th of February. Please, if anyone would like to donate, we have attached a link into the description if you'd like to spot us in any way. And that's all for this week's episode. So we hope you enjoyed. And as always, up the Bloaters.